We are back on this Motivational Monday with a woman who has been called the poet of her generation by Time magazine.
Cleo Wade is a best-selling author known for sharing messages of hope, resilience, and the power of love.
Her latest project is a children's picture book. It's called May You Love and Be Loved, Wishes for Your Life. Good morning, Cleo. It's so nice to have you here.
Good morning. I love that.
Thank you for having me.
I love that.
So poetry is so central to your life. What is it about it that you love so much, and what can it do for others?
You know, I always say that poetry was my therapy before I could afford a therapist. And so, you know, it's this way of bringing to life the stories within us in a way that really connects to our emotions, our emotional life, and seeing what's on the page and seeing what we're going through and sharing it with others to see how we connect.
Yeah, the cover is beautiful, and the illustrations look pretty amazing. I know you're a mom of two. That was quite the inspiration for the book, I would imagine. But is it one of these children's books that's just for kids, or are there messages in the book that are also for adults as well?
Well, I drew this book myself, which I didn't do with my first book. And I didn't have kids when I wrote my first book. And then once you have them, you realize that small children are never reading these books themselves.
You're
the
right.
grown-up is always reading them. And then you know what it's like to have to read the book over and over and over again, and you freaking hate reading that book at one point. And so I knew that when I wanted to write and draw this book, I wanted something that could just feel like it was for the whole family, for the tired parent at the end of the day, for grandma, for the teacher who also needed that reminder, that message.
I love it. There are a few, let's get to a few specific lines of poetry. First, I like this. May you meet people from different places and treat them as next door neighbors. Yeah. Talk to me about that line.
Well, whenever my kids and I are in the wild or in the world in a coffee shop, if someone bumps into them, I always say, oh, just say, excuse me, neighbor. I have them call everyone neighbor so that they feel and know how connected we are.
Oh, that's good.
And so I knew I wanted something that acknowledged that practice we have in our home and in our life.
I love that.
That everyone is our neighbor.
That's good.
Smart. This next one, I like this. May your weirdness be your superpower. May it excite you and take you on adventures near and far. Why is being weird something worth celebrating?
You know, I really thought about this page for graduates, especially, not just little kids, because as you're going into the world and you want to make your mark, it's so important to know is that it's those quirks, it's that weirdness in you. That's how we make our best friends. I just did a book event in New Orleans with my best friend of my whole life. Shout out to Grace. And we are best friends because have been weird together since we were 5. And that's so important as you go out into the world and figure out what you want to do with your life. Yeah. Something that excites those kind of weird things that are so unique to you.
I love that.
Cleo, I don't trust people if they're not weird. If you're not
and you don't want to hang out. You want to. The people who you're having fun with are weird. They can make the grocery store a good time.
Yeah.
You also write. This is one of my favorites as well. No fear, but don't be driven by fear.
Yes. May you know fear, but not be driven by it. That's for my parents. You know. Fear is ever present, but it doesn't have to be our driving force. Love can be our driving force. Light can be our driving force.
You're here to that. May you take seriously only the things, ooh, I like this, that are serious and lighten up about the rest.
Yes, we could all use that message. I think sometimes, especially in parenting, we get so stuck and if you're doing all the logistics, you think you're in control of everything. Yeah. And if you can release even for 1 minute and say, you know what, let them go out, and if they want to jump in the puddle in the rain, let them go jump in the puddle in the rain. Maybe that ignites their weirdness.
That's what's special. The illustrations really go along with the message you're trying to get across, which is really great.
Yay.
Thank you
Cleo.
so much.
Thank you so much.
I want it for myself.
I know. May You Love and Be Loved is out tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.